hopefully the groups in our community unite to have a common goal. For example, we would have one project and all of us will be in that one project, because I think that will send a bigger message instead of having smaller this, smaller that, smaller this, smaller that. You know, when you set goals, short term, long term, no matter what, that keeps you living life in the fullest, and it brings forth a lot of things that are good and bad.
The glitz and glam is the fame, but it's the work backstage that makes the game. I'm Crystel and Leve Blundell, your host. Come with me behind the lens and watch their stories unfold. Our next guest here on Behind the Lens is another fellow host that I'm very excited to meet. But not only is he a host, he's also a jack of all trades in the entertainment industry. He knows how to sing, he knows how to dance, and he knows how to act. So please welcome onto Behind the Lens, Jojo Sebastian. Now, you're talking about self-acceptance. Do you struggle with any of that as you're preparing yourself for these competitions?
I don't think any time I think we all suffer from self-acceptance, no matter how big or small it is. At this point, yes, I am. I'm not gonna. I would like to be a little bit skinnier or lighter, not skinnier. I don't want to be skinny. I want to be lighter, just because I feel more confident, a little bit lighter. But otherwise, I'm comfortable of who I am. But losing another 10 kilos.
And how are you managing yourself to do that? Do you have like a strict diet? Are you doing intermittent fasting? What are you doing?
Well, I have a diet called seafood diet. Whenever I see food. No, kidding.
I thought you meant the actual seafood.
No, what I do is actually we're eating better.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of proteins, a lot of fruit and vegetables. I'm doing juicing and things of that sort. So we're keeping it still healthy. I don't want to do crash diet what I used to do. So this is gonna be a long and good and nice weight loss, because I used to be like Oprah. I lose weight, I gain weight. I lose weight, I gain weight. So,
because you're not able to maintain.
Yes, because I do fad diets before. So I lose 20 kilos in 1 month.
Wow.
And then gain 25 afterwards.
Oh my gosh.
Lose 15 afterwards, gain 20 afterwards. Things of that sort. But I'm able to maintain my 80 kilo now. In 2017, I was 70 kilos. My dad passed away. We were supposed to celebrate his 70th birthday in January. It was October when he passed away. And I gained up to 96 kilos. And then I try and... It was a sudden gain weight because it took 3 months to gain that weight. And slowly, I'm losing the weight. And I think it's the healthier way. I've learned.
You've just got to go with it and learn along the way.
Yes.
Well, it's good to hear that you're now doing it right.
Yes.
You're doing it in a way that's going to benefit you in the long term,
Correct.
not just for the short
Correct.
term. So, what competitions are you actually competing in? So you're doing Mr. Diamond.
Mr. Diamond,
Australia.
International, and then Australia. So that's 2 different competitions. It would be in Brisbane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really, really excited because this is a very, very good competition where it highlights everyone on their own merits and on their own charity that they wanted to support.
Oh, your own charity.
Yeah, the charity that we
That's
want to
good.
support. So I was actually, it was actually rejoining the pageant took me about 6 months to think about.
How come?
Because at my age, I've already done those things when I was younger, and I'm like, I'm satisfied with what I've achieved. And it was at first just teasing me, saying, hey, would you like to join? Da 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 da. And suddenly I thought of it, and I'm like, oh, I really can have a bigger platform for my charities or for the advocacies that I would like to pursue. And very challenging, and I'm always a thumbs up for a challenge. So I always go for it. And then the next competition that I'm doing is
Yeah.
Wicopa, uh, World Championship of Performing Arts. Um, it's a very intense competition that highlights international talents as well. It's very popular in the Filipino community um, because a lot of artists in the Philippines have joined it. And I was fortunate that I was picked to go to Disneyland. However, because of COVID, we'll do it virtual this year, and I'm still heading to Disneyland next year to represent Australia.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's
they still
exciting.
say, no, we want you to go to Disneyland. So it was something that I thought of for about 5 years.
Oh, five
Yeah, because I
years.
wanted to join Wicopa then, and I've auditioned for a few reality shows here in Australia. And I got through a lot of audition, but at the end they didn't. I wasn't one to go and be on the show, but that's all right. That's life.
You're really keeping up to date, aren't you? You just after the next thing that you want, even
Well,
if it takes a while to make up your mind, you're always
yes.
like, what can I do next?
Yes, it's always to have long-term goals. That's why, because that can keep you going. So, when you set goals, short-term, long-term, no matter what, that keeps you living life in the fullest, and it brings forth a lot of things that are good and bad, and brings lessons. So that's a good thing.
I also just wanted to ask, what about pageantry did you want to get back into? And then you mentioned that you did it back in your day.
Yeah.
For your sake, if you want, I'll keep your age a secret because I was not expecting it at all. But what about pageantry did you want to get back into?
There was a movement of pageantry as of late. When I say movement, there's a lot of new pageants that are coming out.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is that they're concentrating on purpose, advocacies. And that's what I like with pageantry. And that's why I wanted to get back to it. Because when I was younger, it's all about aesthetics. There's no purpose, there's no advocacy. Although there's some projects that you can do and we've done, but this time it's more purpose focused, advocacy focused, and with all the pageants that I've been involved, you can actually say that it came a long way. It can come further front, but it's good where it's at and where it's going, and that's why I would like to put my hat in it.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that as well. Now, what about you competing? What is the core message you're trying to communicate as a candidate?
As a candidate, no matter what age, no matter what race, gender, whatnot, self-acceptance is actually key to be able to succeed in any endeavor in life. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have a lot of insecurities and a lot of things that I would like to change about myself, but I am comfortable. I'm comfortable of who I am, and I want to portray that to the people, not just because I would like to help my advocacies, but also to portray that, hey, if Jojo can do it, so can I. And I could probably do better, right?
Yeah, and be that role model for other people as well.
Like you as well. I know that you've gone through so much and you've offered so much to the community, and the only thing that one can do is admire you for what you've done and what you're doing
Oh,
and
thank
what
you.
you're pursuing, because life is not easy when there's so much chaos in the world, and when you put forth a product or when you put forth something that can improve someone's life, no matter how much people you inspire, it's a change. So small change can make big change. So small people with small goals, small dreams, achieving it becomes a big change at the end.
That's true. It's kind of like a ripple effect.
Beautiful.
Now, obviously, we can't wait to see you compete, get back into the pageant side of everything. How about singing? How's that going for you? Yeah, practicing non-stop. How are you practicing for your contest, your virtual contest in performing arts?
I've been practicing nonstop because for actually the thing one thing I do regret is totally just stop singing for 7 years. When I say totally stop, yes, I'll sing in birthday parties and all that stuff. I karaoke, but totally not rehearsing, not doing warm ups and things of that sort. It brought my voice down, so I can't reach falsetto anymore, but I can still reach high notes. Oh well, I think high notes, but falsetto. It became a struggle for me to get back to singing because you had to get your body get used to what you're singing and how you're singing things and things of that
That's
sort.
true, yes.
Because it becomes second nature when you sing a song and you sing the song all the time. It becomes
Muscle
second
memory.
nature. Muscle memory. Beautiful. I forgot that word. But so that's what I had struggled with that. So singing, I do every Saturday. I sing at home. Probably my partner's ears are already bleeding, but I'm singing it anyways. And I did that 30 song challenge.
Yeah. How
And
did that go?
so I finished with 35 songs.
Wow.
And I told my friends, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna go live again. But anyway,
Yeah, I saw that you were like going live frequently. I was like, wow.
and then I
He's
stopped.
getting yeah. Honestly, every time I would stumble across social media, Jojo would be live singing, and I'm like, what's he doing? Is this a challenge? He's giving everyone a free concert here.
Yeah, well, it brings joy to some people. Some people actually messaged me and said, "Oh, can you sing this song? I would like to hear it." Da, 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 da. So I sing it for them, and I'm just happy to have one or two listeners.
It's kind of like having your own program, honestly.
I missed that. I did it.
Later on, you'll go on laptop like, okay, I'm opening a new program.
I probably I won't have time for that at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't mind producing, but I might not host it. But I might
We'll have to see.
stay tuned.
What are you hoping? Okay, so you're doing so many things, and it looks like you're still going.
Yeah.
What is your big goal? What are you after?
My big goal is to be able to be part of a community where everyone's talent and everyone's view is accepted. That's in the long run. That's what I wanted to do, and I've always say it everywhere I go that I wish and pray that one day the community that I belong to will be together and actually have the same vision and mission. Although they do have all the same mission, but sometimes one goes left, one goes right, one goes down, one goes up. I would like to head in one direction with
Together.
everyone and have a unified community. Because that will only make us stronger and better.
That's true. Now you've done so many different things in the entertainment industry. Usually I would ask one specific question on like how has it changed, but I'm just going to ask in general. In the entertainment industry, what has been some of the biggest changes that you've seen in the past years?
One that I mentioned was the pageantry.
Yeah.
So they're becoming more purpose-driven and advocacy-driven, which should be the goal. Improvement, self-improvement. The candidates are having self-improvement, which I like to see. I'm seeing now with a few pageants and a few things that is popping up, which is great. One thing is I would like for them to become more transparent. When I say transparent is charity events and stuff like that. I want it to be, it's not that they're not transparent, but I want them to simultaneously become transparent, and hopefully the groups in our community unite to have a common goal. For example, um, we would have one project and all of us will be in that one project, because I think that will send a bigger message instead of having small of this, small of that, small of this, small of that. So for example, I'll just cite an example. Provinces have different organization. If the main umbrella would do a project and all of the smaller organizations are with it, for example, raising funds for the Philippines, we would roar, or we would hear a bigger roar. And that's what I wanted to see in the community.
That's true.
And I want to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's always going to be better if you work together,
Yes.
you know, as a team or as a family, however you want to look at it. Now, looking back at everything that you've experienced so far and everyone that you've crossed paths with, is there any moment in time that you would want to go back and experience again?
That actually I want to experience performing on TV again. I had a few times wherein I've done plays and stuff like that, even going back to the Philippines just for a short stint and doing theater plays. But I wouldn't mind acting again on film. That would be good. That would be a good experience again. It's been 9 years since I've been
Wow.
in a film or TV.
What would you want your first role back to be?
A host. No, I would like for it to be anything that can be challenging, because I'm more comfortable about myself now. So probably something to that effect, of an aged male going through life, midlife crisis probably. But I don't think I've hit midlife crisis yet. Because I
Yet.
think I want to live. Well, they said you will hit it in the age of 30 or 35. But I think I'm gonna live a long time. They're gonna have a hard time getting rid of me.
I mean, you're keeping yourself alive with all of these gigs, singing and enjoying time with everyone, you know.
Yeah, well, that's. I'm hoping that's what life is actually. You need to live it in the full, and you need to be happy about it. And at the same time, with that happiness, there's a purpose, and that's a good thing, I guess.
Now, what would your life motto or life advice be to anyone?
To anyone?
Yeah.
Well, it's very ironic that you asked that, because I have a lot of it. But one is just one, because I'm very big on reminding people in Facebook. You've probably seen it in social media, saying, reminder, you need to have a purpose in life, and with that purpose, don't just dream, but do something about it. And at the end of the day, even if with what you've done, nothing, you seem to think nothing has changed, something will, in the most unexpected way. So be true to yourself, have self-acceptance, and follow your dreams.
That's true. Well, thank you so much for being here at Behind the Lens with us. We had such a wonderful time.
You're making me nervous.
Well, how's it felt for you now that it's done?
It's actually great. Thank you so much for inviting me and being a part of this. I've seen all your interviews, and I'm like, I wonder if I'll ever be interviewed, and it came true. So,
well, there you go.
It's a
You're
goal.
manifesting everything to you.
and you better watch this.
Now we just have to watch out for that program coming soon, right?
Yes.
You're gonna see.
Don't forget, Behind the Lens, click, like, and subscribe.
Thank you so much. I'm sure many people will learn many things from everything that we've covered today.
I hope so.
Well, it's been a while. I haven't really noticed it's that time again. but it feels just like another day. Trees are out and carols playing, red and green now on display. Maybe I should really get into the spirit, fake a smile while reminiscing. Loneliness is real, that you try to hide, but everyone can see but you. Christmas ain't Christmas, oh it's Christmas, but it doesn't feel like it's Christmas time. Christmas ain't no Christmas without Christmas. Ain't Christmas, oh it's Christmas, but it doesn't feel like it's Christmas time. Christmas ain't no Christmas without you. I tried to be clever, and I blame it all on the weather. Told 100 lies. I guess I never had the chance for me to see the billboard signs that my life has taken for a dive. I'm drowning, I really need you in my life. Loneliness is real, that you try to hide, but everyone can see but you. Christmas ain't Christmas, oh it's Christmas, but it doesn't feel like it's Christmas time. Christmas ain't no Christmas without Christmas. Ain't Christmas, oh it's Christmas, but it doesn't feel like it's Christmas time. Christmas ain't no Christmas without you. It hasn't been the same, I know I was to blame, spending Christmas in the rain while trying to light the flame. Christmas ain't Christmas, oh it's Christmas, but it doesn't feel like it's Christmas time. Christmas ain't no Christmas without Christmas. Ain't Christmas, oh it's Christmas, but it doesn't feel like it's Christmas time. Christmas ain't no Christmas without Christmas. Ain't Christmas, oh it's Christmas, but it doesn't feel like it's Christmas time. Christmas ain't no Christmas without Christmas. Ain't Christmas, oh it's Christmas, but it doesn't feel like it's Christmas time. Christmas ain't no Christmas without you.
From growing up in a family with a mother and father who are both inspiring in the entertainment industry, he was able to adapt to their skills and also learn on his own. He's been able to walk on his own 2 feet, going on to television, performing in front of large audience, going on to having his own radio program, and now going back into hosting pageant competitions. He is just loving the spotlight and he's not going to stop. So make sure you continue keeping an eye out for him because he's the go-to guy in this industry. You know, he's doing some incredible stuff and I'm glad to have been able to have an intimate conversation with him today because I know that a lot of you guys would gain value, life lessons and advice that's going to be helpful in all areas of life. Remember that this is Behind the Lens. Hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you all next time.